So guys, doing the neckband right now, I'm going to use tension 6.5. The tension I use for the rib is what I'm going to use, and I've already select my needle. 50 by 50 needles is what I'm going to use for this size of neck, you know. So 50 by 50 needle, and it's going to be normal knitting, not in stretchy hem. I'm not going to do that in stretchy hem. So that's why I'm tightening the tension so that it could be firm and last throughout the duration the sweater will be used, so that the neckband will not flip outside or overstretch more than the body of the sweater. So that's why I'm using tight tension that I use for the rib. Right now, let me cast on. I've already select my tension to 6.5. Then I'm going to do the design, the rows, the way I mix, the way I mix the color of the rib at the hem side. So that's how it's going to be mixed to at the neck side. So I'm packing all the needle back together so that it will be normal stockiness knitting. Then I'm going to knit 16 rows right now. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's 16 row, guys. You know, it's good to know how to sew your sweater by yourself. I will advise, if you don't know how to like operate sewing machine, just try to learn how to, not for major sewing, just on how to use it to join your sweater and to sew your sweater neck is very good, and it saves money, because you are taking it outside to people to help you to do. They don't care. They will just run it anyhow and tell you to pay them. At the end of the day, you will not be satisfied with what they have done for you. So it's good for you to learn how to join your sweater, how to fix your neck. I don't always fix neck on machine, on knitting machine. It takes time. It takes, and at the end of the day, it does not worth the time you take with the outlook, because at times, if the neck is a little bit big, like maybe for secondary school, it's going to be having joining at the side. Maybe the length of the machine cannot just take it, so you have to be having patches. But sewing on, you just do one band and it go around it. So I'm going to show you how to sew, or how I sew my neck, the neck of my sweater. So I'm doing 4 rows of this red right now. Then I told you I'm going to mix it the way I mix the rib. So this is 16, 4 red and 4 of the ash color, then 4 of the red and 4 of the ash. So I decide to choose this way. You can decide to leave only this and fold. So then I'm going to cut off this, then knit 4 rows of the ash and fold it. That's it. So folding it, I've already make a video on how to fold. This my method. This loop is what I'm going to take, the way I cast it on, one needle and jump to the next needle, leave the next needle and jump to the other one, just to be omitting one needle and go to the next one by hanging this fine loop that you have on your work, if you do it correctly. So I'm going to be hanging it so it's going to lap properly. just the way I'm doing it right now. So that's it. I'm going to knit 2 rows. I'm going to knit 2 rows, like, so 7.5. That's it. And fold the work out of the knitting machine, just like this. Just, there's nothing on the yarn feeder. The machine is empty, no yarn inside, no wool inside. Just drag it and it's out of the machine. So this is the neckband for this sweater. This is the neckband. So I'm going to show you how to sew this on sewing machine. So guys, this is how I fix the neckband on sewing machine. I will just fold the neckband inward. The right side, you will fold them in just like this. And I've already marked. At times when you are used to it, you don't need to mark. So I'm going to sew slantly like this to join the band together to form that center V. So going right to the sewing machine to do that. Reverse. Make sure they lap properly. The two folding lap properly. Then reverse your sewing machine. Then that's it. Then I have that perfect V that I need in this. So I'm going to join the shoulder to shoulder of my sweater together. Just to join them together. Just leave little allowance in joining it. Little allowance. Don't make it to half puff. Yeah. Then I'm going to turn to this side and do same. I don't want to cut my sewing thread, just to save time. Then stretch it out to be equal, just like this. Just need to seam. That's it. You can see the neck now. Then I'm going to hold this point and this point and fold them together to get the center back of this sweater, just to get the center back, and I'm going to mark it. That's it. So, and I'm going to get the center back of this band too, just a little bit marking at the side too. Then I'm going to go back to my sewing machine right now to fix it. So I'm going to turn it this way. Oh, sorry. I'm going to turn it this way and make sure this this lap with this, just like that. Then I'm going to roll down my needle to the needle of the machine to hold it down. Yes. So as it's holding it down there, I'm going to look for the two mark that I've already marked the tape and the back center and hold them together. You can see. So that's the size. So I'm going to sew round it. I'm going to sew around it bit by bit for this purpose of this tutorial. So as I'm holding it this way, I'm going to just cut this place into two, this length into two. So I'm going to like hold this part, that is the half. Then make sure I pack all the sweater back, then hold it and make sure the edges of the band is out properly. Then I pin this place down because that's the half of the first set. Then here I'm going to make sure it lap very well. If you are used to it, you are not going to waste so much time on it. Then I start moving. So you can see where I'm moving on here at this place that we fold together, just here, not at the tip. At this place that we fold, this place, that's where you are going to be making your needle to step on. So just use that one as your guide, just the way I'm sewing it. Then I've gotten to that half. Then I'm going to look for the mark again and match it together to sew the other part of the half, just like this. Then make sure you open the rolling hem, let them lap very well, just so. I'm still going to sew along that place I showed you. That's it. So that's it to the half. Then remaining this half. So I'm going to use the same method, holding the center just like this and look for the half part of it. That's it. Then I'm going to sew through this place right now. Then adjust the neck. You can see. Make sure the stitch did not fold in. Let them come out and lap. Then just along this edge, you have to that's it. For the purpose of the video, that's why I'm slow. If you are used to it, it's not tedious. It's so fast. It's so fast. And you cannot miss it the way I'm doing it. It's going to be okay. So you can see. So that's the starting point. So right now I'm going to lift the presser foot up and turn it again. Then some schools will say, the neck is losing, look at it, it's losing, I don't like it, it's going to spoil. So you have to match that edge down again. Just run it fast. You can see the way I'm running it now. So I'm running the edge fast just to climb on top of that edge. Climb on top of that edge to clip it down so that it will not lose back. Okay, I'm having thread cut here. Okay, just run on it to give it second sewing at the tip to clip the stitch. Why are you cutting? To clip the stitch down. To clip all the stitches down. That's it. Okay, so let's see how the neck is. So you can see, how the neck is. You can see, how the neck is. So beautiful. So no losing hand at all, because we sew it 2 times. And if you are used to it, you are going to be fast about it. You are not going to waste time. There's no joining anywhere. The only place that you have to have joining is where you have the joining. So thank you for watching my video. I hope this has helped you a lot. So please inform friends and family about my channel. Let's have fun together in knitting. Till next time, bye.